we've been together for about 2.5 years, and now we're engaged. You know, everything is going good with us. Back in October, I got a new student, and the child is being raised. He's a single, being raised by a single parent. So the father, you know, came up to school and meet me. You know, they're new in the area, so you know, we started hanging out. You know, just watching games. You know, going to bars. You know, just chilling or whatever.
Got you.
Okay.
With your student's father.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, like, so, you know, it's just nothing. You know, he's new in the area. You just want to know some spots to go out or whatnot. So,
Gotcha.
Okay. One night we were sitting, watching TV, had a couple drinks, and as you would say, you know, we were just talking.
Get ready on the button.
Okay. As you would say, make a long story short, he came over to me, unzipped my pants, and gave me a professional.
Okay. Had you ever had a homosexual experience up until this point?
No, I had not.
Had you ever thought about it?
I never even thought about it, Wendy. And the thing is...
But it was good, though, right? Because they say only a man knows how to please another man.
I mean, it was okay.
Oh.
It was okay.
Okay.
So, you know, we continue to mess around or whatever. Been going on for, like I said, since about October. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, you know, this is not right. I need to be...
Okay, I need you to hold on for just one moment while I do my break, but I need to come back on the phone with you.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Fuerza. Okay, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, so... God, I am so... So, is he gay?
I guess so.
What I mean is, was he gay prior to this? Is he a professional gay man?
I mean, I guess you could say that.
Okay. So now you have a lot of different issues going on within one telephone call.
Yeah, but this is the main issue.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, you know, like I said, it's been a few months, and I told him, I was like, you know, we need to cut this out because I'm engaged. You know, it's not right. You know, we need to really cease our dealings. And he didn't want to. He doesn't want to. And he's at the point where he's like, you know, he'll call my fiance. You know, he'll go to the district. He'll do, you know, all types of stuff. You know, he comes to my class all the time. I mean, of course, I can't stop him from doing that. I mean, he's just always just constantly in my face. And I mean, I don't know what to do. Right now, I'm currently seeking employment, you know, in some other places because I don't want my name to be ruined, you know.
Right.
So how should I handle this?
Okay. First of all, how does he know your fiance's number to call her?
I mean, he has the number. We live together.
Oh,
so,
God.
I mean, he has my cell, you know. He has my house number.
Now, do you own your house or do you rent?
I rent.
It's time to look for a new place to live. I mean, really. And you don't need to do a lot of explaining to your fiance other than that. You're about to get married and you want to, you know, fresh start.
Okay. I mean...
As far as your job, there's no way getting around this. You've dug a terrible, terrible grave for yourself. And your fiance is going to find out, and so is your job. You know why? Because this man is new to town. You are one of his only friends, and he has nothing better to do but either be your friend or else be your enemy and make your life miserable. And the idea of his son being in your class, I am surprised that a man of your position would have crossed the line to socialize with one of your kids' parents in the way in which you did. Going out to bars and drinking and all like that. I know.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello. Welcome to this week's Hump Day Discourse with Dr. Wren on Salacious Life Radio Show. I have two very special guests, but you know what? I'm not going to introduce them. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. So this beautiful lady across from me, please introduce yourself to our listeners.
Good evening. I am Lynette Williams, La Fuerza, the old school bruja. Hi.
And this
How you doing,
handsome
everybody?
gentleman next to me, my, day one.
I am Baltimore's own neo-lyricist, hip-hop artist J. Sully.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Appreciate it.
So just some ground rules for the newbie. He's been on my show before. We talk about anything.
Yes.
And
Can I cuss?
everything.
Can I cuss?
You can curse. This is internet radio.
Yeah.
We do and say whatever. We live life and we live it unapologetically. So feel free to express whatever your thoughts are. There is no cut cards.
Yeah.
No cut cards on the show. Okay. So I'm just getting myself together here to get on the live feed so that I can answer any questions or anything. If any callers want to call in, the number tonight is 410-702-5657. Again, that number is 410-702-5657. All right, I can't find it. I can't find that thing. I'm sorry, I'm getting frustrated. So anyway, before we get into the matter at hand, the questions that have been brewing, everyone wanting to know everything about this wonderful woman across from me, I thought I might let people know a little bit about this gentleman, because even though he's been on my show before, everybody knows him and nobody knows him at the same time. So, Sully.
What up?
How are you today?
I'm cool. Just
I heard
working.
you have some interesting work getting ready to come out and share with the world. What you got going on?
Yeah, I actually have a project that I'm finally releasing. It's called TAM 3 Transitions. TAM stands for the analog mixtape. To be releasing, well, the transmission will start releasing this Sunday on the 24th. So,
So on the 24th,
Yeah.
you're having a showcase.
Yes, we will be following it up with a showcase that evening titled Tale of the Tape 2 Transition Celebration. Got to host the local talent. Just gonna be a night of entertaining stage performances and a real good ambiance and hopefully a supportive audience.
Turn your volume up, probably.
Man, it should prove to be fun though.
I think it will.
I needed training.
Yeah. I think it'll be fun. When we had the song release,
Yeah.
the lineup was amazing. Like Lynette, local artists, it was like, what, 6 or 7 of them?
Yeah, we kept
This
it
was the
small.
first time I sat through a hip-hop showcase and enjoyed every single song. The whole thing.
I know that's right.
I wasn't drinking like that. I wasn't hot. Like, every single song, everybody brought it. And this one killed it. I mean, he just closed it out with, we were just like, what is that?
What you do to me, baby?
We like that.
Like, he brought it.
We like to put a showcase together, like, man, my team, and she's also a part. She like to keep it real humble, but she's also the other side of the production company for the event, Suno Entertainment. So
I'm the
when we
creative
like to put
director.
when we put the showcases together, I go out and look for people that I know. First of all, I know they're talented. You know, they're within a circle of a collective of artists that I know. But then it's like they kind of fit the mold for the energy or the tone of the event. So I don't just go out and say, look, I need some people to fill up some time. You know, it's
Right.
like if I'm putting a stage performance together, I need them to actually make sense. So with Tale of the Tape 2, it's like building upon the first one we did last year in June. And of course, like I said, celebrate TAM 3, of course. But beyond celebrating TAM 3, just like the approach that I'm setting up to do musically, going into the new year, me and the artist that night, we're gonna kind of help launch that. You know what I mean?
I mean, when I tell you, it was live and moving. Some music was more lyrical, some music was more musical, but everybody brought it. Nothing sounded too, what's the word I'm looking for? Redundant.
Got it.
Nobody sounded too redundant.
It didn't sound like 12 trap rappers singing the same song.
Absolutely not. Everybody had a different sound and a different flavor. You would almost think that all these artists came from other parts of the country, like, and just kind of came together. And these are all local.
Nice.
And that just tells you how much diversity we have right here.
Yeah.
It's like
it's amazing artists here.
Yeah, a lot.
Oh,
Like,
a lot of
you'd be
amazing artists
surprised.
here.
Like, and it's one of them cliche things, like throw a rock, and before it go a block, you're gonna hit about 20 of them.
Yep.
But people, I mean, it's like a whole nother conversation saying they go over luck. But amongst my walk, I ran across and become introduced and been friends to some of them. So when I go to reach out to them and say, look, I got a concept. What's up? Like, simple and put, I lay it out there what you want to do, you know, and I have my own like outlook when it comes to putting local showcases together, because like she said, you don't want them to be redundant and repetitive. And over the course of time, like for a moment, I know for like a year, every single show I saw was like the same kind of show. So I said, well, if I'm going to complain about it, what I'm going to do about it? So I just try to change it for myself, and hopefully it'll spread or catch wind. If it don't, at least I know right in our moment, we're going to always put on a good one, you know what I'm saying? So Taylor Tape 2, September 24th, 8 p.m. to 1 a.m., Club Reverb, 2112 North Charles Street. It should be going down, and hopefully
Dr. Wren will be there.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Dr. Wren, Salacious Life Radio. All of the Be Exposed family, they definitely coming out and support, so shouts out to all you guys too, man.
This is a family. I was graciously offered to be part of it a few months ago, and I am definitely grateful.
Yeah.
Because
and then they show it, they extend support, like it's not just
in this building. It spreads. Like, this is a family. So you gotta love the family. You definitely gotta love the family. So, you know, I'm all about community and family.
And building the village.
Building the village.
Let me tell you, I love my village. Oh my God, they're beautiful. I mean, they all really are beautiful, but
thank you.
Let me tell you, I could have my whole fashion show with my village alone. They are fine women. And powerful and beautiful, and I don't know where I would be without them right now.
You think you can handle it? All that power and beauty in one place?
All the brown skin.
You can, if it's adaptable, I can adapt.
He missed it. Meditation tonight was amazing. It was transcending. It was something else. We both walked out of there, like, literally our feet weren't even touching the ground.
No, I felt like I was high.
I felt like I was high.
And what we did was we chanted our seed syllables, so the sound of our chakras. So it was Lam, from all the way up to the crown, and we did it more than once.
Yeah.
So the first 45 minutes we were chanting, and then after that we went into a deep hara meditation where we took our soul seat, connected it with Mother Earth, expanded our chakras, spun them around like a hula hoop.
And I couldn't tell if I was asleep or awake. I couldn't tell if I was here or not. I literally, like, if certain people would, like, maybe knock their water over, or you might hear something outside. Like, that was the only thing that brought me back to reality. I hadn't drank or smoked anything.
Listen here, people out in the listening world. What I'm here witnessing sounds like a visual being narrated on MPT channel. You guys, listen. I don't know. It sounds interesting.
You should come.
But to sit here and listen to the description of what you guys just entail or just experienced, I guess at some point in time this evening, like, All I did was write some rhymes and prepare for Sunday, September 24th at 8 p.m.
I see you.
So I don't feel like I was as productive today as you guys were, but
I definitely had a super productive day. But on that note, we gotta pay some bills. So we will be right back with Salacious Life with Dr. Wren. If anyone wants to call in, please do so after the break. Talk to you soon.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Every time.
You just have to really
have faith and believe.
Right, and it's everything isn't going to be cotton candy and clouds all the time, but you have to, even in the midst of a storm, you have to speak light over a situation and life over a situation. You cannot always go into every situation. Sometimes it gets above you, and sometimes you got to speak over yourself and bring yourself back to focus, and because you already there. But in most cases, we take ourselves there. We walk ourselves over that dark threshold because it's easy for us. It's easy for us to be victimized and to be downtrodden and in that dark place when things happen to us. But you got to figure out how to successfully move into that. And a lot of you may say, what does this have to do with being an artist? It has a lot to do with being an artist, because I don't want to just talk about ticket sales. I want you to be a healthy, long-lasting artist in your own right, a long-lasting entrepreneur. And sometimes we try to mask what's going on with us with putting ourselves to work. So I'm gonna put myself deeper into this project, and it was times where I didn't want to be a part of things. I didn't want to be, because I wasn't whole. I wasn't happy with where I was at, with things that was going on in my life, and I didn't care how successful a play was. Like I just didn't care, but all I knew was to work. So I would put myself deeper into work, and I didn't address what was going on, and sometimes that made the situation worse, because once this play or this project is over, I still gotta face that. So I was sweeping it under the rug and not thinking about it and not focusing on it, and all the while it's growing and festering and getting worse. And I'm over here just trying to be an artist, but you gotta heal from within, and it's an ongoing process, and you may never get to your destination, but the journey itself is worth fighting for. Even if you don't make it, or you transition before you get there. But
like I don't have that if factor. It's like, when we make it, we're going to make it. It's like I don't know. Some people's like I'm not knocking what you saying if, but my version of if is like it's not. It's like it's doubt, and I try not to have if in there, because if you have if, then that means it's a but.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we are back with this week's Hump Day Discourse on Salacious Life with Dr. Wren. I mean, it's not as fun if it's not Hump Day. I'm just saying. Hopefully everybody's getting humped tonight.
Wow. This morning.
Beautiful, wonderful way. You know,
with my recent experience with after hour radio, it trips me out how, like, I'm not saying open the energy is, but it's just like so unrestricted Just so
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Just let it fly. It doesn't matter.
Liberated.
Right, liberated.
It is. I mean, but you spend a lot of time with me. You and I together a lot. Because we work together, we hang out, we play together. Like, our lives are very much intertwined. He knows. There is no filter, no
Zero.
cut cards.
You guys don't understand what I have to deal with. Listen to her. I have to deal with it. Y'all just listen to it on Wednesdays.
He does have to deal with me. Like, we've been friends a long time, and he gets it first.
Yeah.
You know? I'm like, oh my God, Sully. He's like, yeah. he's never
like, what's
ready.
the tea?
What's going on? What's going on? It's okay.
I know.
We work really well together, though. Like, our work relationship is really, it just works.
Yeah.
And we drive the boss crazy.
Sure.
Shout out to Shanika Miller.
Hey, Miller, remember, Miller, you heard her say that. I didn't say that.
We drive
I have
her
nothing
crazy.
to do with that.
We know we drive her crazy.
Personal disclaimer.
We drive the boss crazy. She's like, I can't keep up with y'all calendars. I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all need to do this.
I know what we're doing September 24th, Sunday.
What was it, 8 p.m.?
What was that again?
What's that?
I think we're doing that Tail of the Tape 2 at Club Reverb, 2112 North Charles Street, Sunday.
That's right.
24th, 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. I know we're doing that.
8 p.m.
I plan on bringing Sexy back that night. So y'all might want to come.
We do got something slick planned for it, though. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be tired when it's finished.
We're all going to be tired.
I'm tired for you.
Yeah.
But don't we have to go look at the strippers afterwards?
I don't know nothing about no strippers. I don't know nothing about no strippers.
He don't know nothing about it.
I don't know nothing about no strippers.
Whatever.
The lies you tell.
We gonna be down. Over,
I don't know nothing
over
about
west,
no strippers.
and now he say over west.
I don't know nothing about no strippers. All I know is that oh yeah, that's right. And we shooting a video for my last single that just came out. Stoner Music is on iTunes. Came out on September 10th.
If you get a chance, go on Spotify and listen to Stoner Music is on Spotify, right?
Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Google Play,
and
iTunes.
listen to the Bomb.
Yeah, the Bomb's on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Google Play, YouTube. You can put the harmony on it, right?
Right.
You can go check that out.
But I know he's plugging. But I'm telling you what I know.
Good at it.
These are really, really good songs. Like, the first time I heard Bomb, I can't remember where it was. I think I was sitting in your living room, and you were like, listen to this. And it hadn't been mastered yet.
No, I just got the no, yeah. It was the premix.
It was premixed. It hadn't been. And the idea of the song, like lyric, you have to listen to the words. Everybody listen to the words. If you listen to the words of the song, you'll be like, absolutely. The only word you'll be able to come up with is absolutely. That's it. I'm telling you that.
It was fun. It was fun.
I love this song. I have it videotaped, him doing it live, like 5 times on my phone. Not because he has those videotapes, because I like the song. I'm dead ass. I have it like 3 different venues, 5 times, 5 videos.
You'll get it at Tail of the Tape 2, Sunday, September 24th. It's like, no, I'm done. I ain't messing with y'all, man. I ain't messing with y'all. I'm a guest tonight, so I'm just going to play my role.
Whatever. You guys are my friends. So, mi casa es su casa?
Because you got some interesting stuff to talk about tonight.
We do
We
have
do.
some.
We have
do,
so
because there's
much
been
stuff
some
to talk about.
questions that need answers.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. But can I just say this real quick?
Please.
So in asking questions, I ask those who are calling in to come from a heart-centered place, being positive, and be ready to receive the answer.
Yeah.
But also addressing those that have asked others questions about me as far as who I am, what I do, whatever other questions they have, but not coming to me. And right. I would rather you come to me, the source.
That's why you're here.
Exactly.
Because I've got just shy of 5,000 followers, and a good half have asked me about you. And I'm like, she's my friend.
Where the checks at then?
Right.
I mean, make sure I got enough time to pay a witness to this one. Let me sit back. Okay.
And my response is always the same. She's my friend. Mm-hmm. She leads me in healing. Mm-hmm. And she's a wonderful fucking person. Yeah. But anything past that, you need to ask her.
Right.
So
that's what we do as adults, though.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm ready.
Want to know something about the source? Go to the source. That's what I say.
So
here it goes. I feel it coming.
I know. I don't want to just like. I mean, we're gonna address the elephant in the room. We'll get to that.
Oh shit.
We'll get to that. Because everybody wants to know. But we'll get to that because there was her and then there wasn't. So we'll get to that in a second. But, oh, shit. Well, we'll get to all this after the break.
Yes, reality radio.
We'll be right back.
Yes.
We'll be right back with Salacious Live.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K, check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9/11.
Coming to y'all soon.
I had got drunk one night. This is the night that I put my head through the window and everything. So.
Why would you do that?
Now, I was sitting on the floor.
All these stories always involve alcohol.
They do. I was sitting on the floor, and my drink of choice back then was vodka and orange juice. Ooh, it's still my drink of choice, but I don't drink it as much.
I was a 151 kid, straight up.
I love vodka, especially when it was...
that rubbing alcohol.
You know.
What brand?
Back then I was hooked on Absolute.
That was the best at the time.
And Pinnacle was like number 2 and stuff like that.
Because they didn't have what's the new one that came out? Yeah, what was the new one?
Ciroc, vodka, and
no, the other one. Who is real smooth? New Amsterdam. New Amsterdam came out and it was so.
And Grey Goose. Grey Goose was out at that time too.
See, I didn't drink. I told you 151. That was my drink.
Yeah, Grey Goose vodka was one of the ones because I loved the bottle.
Because you can light it on fire.
The bottle was hot. It was that shaded, that shaved glass.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I was sitting on the floor and we was talking about something. I don't even remember what we were talking about. All I know is I was bust out laughing. I got ching ling 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 glass everywhere. I wouldn't cut it all though. I had to
because you had your bun.
Actually, I didn't. I ain't have any hair back then.
Oh,
I don't remember. I don't think I did.
And you ain't cut your hair?
Nope. I was just fine. I was like, oh, your glass broke, and it was winter, dead of winter.
Check more of these funny moments out when you tune into BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And we are back. We are blindsiding Jay Sully over here. Apparently, he's feeling some kind of way because he has no clue what we're talking about tonight.
Oh.
She's giving y'all my disclaimer, folks, for the night. So I just want you to understand.
You
heard it from.
But I just thought it'd be nice to have someone on the show
who has no clue.
Who would give their honest thoughts and opinions. Because I like honesty. I never tell people what I'm talking about before the show because I want their first thoughts, their honest thoughts, their truest feelings about something. And look, nothing's taboo, guys. So if you don't like something or you like something, that's fine too. Just be honest, because I'm almost sure something that's said tonight you're not going to agree with, because that's the way things are on Salacious Life with Dr. Wren. I told her what salacious meant today. Everybody was like, oh my God.
I just kept saying salacious.
I'm about to say, I don't understand how you would have to explain that to her.
Life. I knew what salacious
like
meant.
On mic. Like, yeah, okay, like she ain't never did radio before. Listen, I
I've
don't
done
got
radio
no radio
before.
voice, but you heard how she explained everything that she did right before we went to the last break. And did you hear it like I heard it? Because I know you did. You was there. We witnessed it together. That's all I'm saying, and I'm going to leave it there.
I'll say this. That voice during meditation, it just slides in like a cool breeze.
Right. It makes you reevaluate all the happy moments in your life. Like, wait a minute. What did she just? Right? Did she only said
did she just say, repeat?
Right. She said I'm hungry.
So she goes, wait.
Breathe in and exhale. Allow the energy to flow through you. Be still and present in this moment.
Come on, man.
He feels like I'm present in this moment.
She can narrate a documentary on anything, though.
The whales are jumping out of the ocean and splashing down, releasing energy into the universe.
Hey guys, listen. I'm sitting here plotting on her for my next project. And we're gonna have all the rights, so y'all can't can't steal.
And then I do it in Spanish.
You know, yeah, because.
Hey guys, she's gonna be featured on the next project. You heard it first on Salacious Life Radio, CMMG-ish.
CMMG-ish.
Oh no, wait a minute. This ain't uncensored. CMMG shit. That's what we doing.
CMMG shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I get that from my mama. My mama has the sexiest voice ever. She'd be like, hola, es Rosana Alamo. No estoy en mi escritorio para ahora. Pero por favor, deja su nombre y un mensaje y te llames para atrás a las más prontos.
I feel like her. I just need to sleep. I ain't been asleep all month.
He was like, whoa.
I've been asleep all month. I needed that now. That's gangster. But you know what, though? And not to go into anything about anything, but that's artistic, though.
Thank you.
That's artistic in the conversation of how vast is the spectrum of art.
You should see the way she works me out. I mean, when we work out in the gym.
Right. No disclaimer.
Let's start that over again.
In the
gym.
Okay.
She works me out.
Yes.
In the gym.
Cool.
I'd be handing. Steven says, if I knew her, I'd be handing her random shit to read on the regular.
And you know, it's funny. People do ask me to read stuff for them. They're like, "Can you read this to me?" And I'm like, "Okay." And I do like.
I think I'm gonna have her on erotic literature night. I'm just gonna hand her 3 or 4 of my vignettes to read and just say
erotic literature.
Like, just read this. Like,
I'll be like,
I know I wrote it, but here, you just read it.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's that Scorpio life right there.
Yeah. If she'd have hit back in the day, if she'd have hit the audiobook market, oh yeah, she'd have like Steve Jobs that whole industry. She'd have Steve Jobs that whole industry. What? Juggernaut of the audiobook.
Juggernaut. I love that word.
Juggernaut.
Yeah.
I love words in general. Like, so there was a word that I was thinking about today, and it was the motivation behind today's show. I thought about elucidate, which means to shed light upon, like to, you know, but the way it comes out your mouth And you know I have an oral fixation. Everybody who knows me, Dr. Wren has an oral fixation. Right. I mean, I've coined a holiday called Deep Throat Saturday. Yeah. I have a playlist that goes with it that is been curating for it's been about 10 years I've been curating that playlist. It's 3,800 songs long.
Wait, how long do you plan on having it?
How long am I planning on having it?
You're a strong neck and jawline, honey.
I don't plan on giving head for 4 days, but it will play for 4 days without repeating. No, I've just put it on random.
Got it.
But that way I don't hear the same songs with different encounters. I just put it on random.
Got it.
And just keep playing it from there. We play it at the Conclave when I do my live show. They were dancing to it. It was.
So you have 4 days worth of dick sucking, or pussy licking, whatever it is.
Whatever it is, dick sucking, pussy licking, ass eating, whatever is called for that particular occasion. I have the music for it.
That's a lot of hours.
You must have sent me that.
That's a lot of hours.
Call me RZA. No, I can do a soundtrack. No. No.
Remember my disclaimer, folks. Remember my disclaimer, folks.
I'm so sorry ahead of time.
Hey, look, by all means, look, uncensored and unrestricted. Let it fly.
So, people want to know. Should we just go for the main topic and just break down, or should we lead up to it?
Because let's see what spirit leads us to. So here's one thing I do have to say. Out of respect for the other party, I'm not going to mention her name.
Okay.
And I will not talk bad about her.
No, absolutely not. So this was one of the first questions. And I know the other party, so I'm not going to speak bad about her. I actually knew her before I knew you. But not for any particular reason. The spirit brought you and I together separate, which I think was on purpose. But
you my sister from another mama and mister.
Yeah. We have a trip coming up. It's going to be very beautiful and spiritual and drunk. We're going to see beautiful things and drink while we do it. We're going to ride and look at beautiful things and drink while we do it.
Be like, oh, it's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
Oh, you see that? Look at God.
No.
Right.
All right now.
Drink.
So, back to the subject, because I can't with her. Please help me. I can't with her.
Sorry, focus.
Okay. So people saw you with her. Not that long ago. People don't understand how you can be married to somebody else now.
Okay. All right.
Could you
That's because most likely the people who are asking didn't know me
before her. That's what I was thinking.
So to clear the air, number one, I send that other person light and love and much abundance.
Absolutely.
There is no ill will, because regardless of whatever happened, she is an amazing person, and I want her to find love and happiness.
I like her.
I mean, she is a beautiful person.
She really is.
It's
like,
just
I like her.
Whatever happened between us, that's what it was. And it was purposed for the both of us. There were lots of lessons learned, and a lot of healing to be done on both parts. And I have done a lot of work since then. And I'm still doing a lot of work since then, because I love myself. I'm always working on me. Right. If you stop working on yourself, then you're complacent, and you really need to check yourself. But so I was married in 2014, and I have been with my now husband since 2012. We separated in 2016, and that's when I had fallen for the other person. There's no need to get into the details around how that happened.
Right. There was another person.
Right. And so in the way divine order works, my divorce never finalized, no matter how many times we put it through. So we got 3 denial letters. And it was over like ridiculous things. Like you never really hear about denial letters in a divorce, right?
But they happen.
Right.
Trust.
I've never heard of them before.
They happen.
And it was like little things, like a line item was missing. When I got served, it was like the person who served me put the wrong
address, or they weren't the right person.
Right. It was like things completely out of the control, right?
Absolutely.
And so, speaking for myself, I have the ability to love more than one person, and that's just where I'm at. I love more than one person. And so as time went on, my love for the other person continued to grow, but my love for my husband never went away. It did change, and I'll explain how that has changed. But after getting sick again, my lupus had started up again and stuff like that, because of many different reasons. People can assume why I got sick all day long. I really don't care. I know what my health history is, and so when I wound up back in the hospital again, I did ask Oya in particular to restore unconditional love into my life, whatever that looked like. And if it was with both people, I was very open to having both of those beautiful people. Because you
gotta love a poly relationship.
So
sorry.
There was a lot.
Everybody knows.
Right. There was a lot in that I don't need to disclose, but out of privacy for everyone involved, it didn't work out. And my husband and I decided that we were going to stay together and continue building our family and growing together. And now my husband, who is the most amazing person I have ever met on this planet.
I saw your husband after the workout. Did I tell you that?
No.
So after the workout, I walked Laura to her car, and then I walked back up. I needed some air before I went anywhere. Like, I needed to just kind of...
Yeah, because I destroyed you a little bit.
Because you did. But considering
it was
I had not been in a dance studio in a decade, I was not mad at myself. I'm sorry. I thought...
You did really good.
Considering...
Especially when we were on the floor with our legs open.
Yeah. Because I
was like, isolate that shit.
So I can isolate that shit.
Alternate. Moving the chair, right?
I had that. I had all that.
All of it.
I have no ass, but I can isolate.
We were all isolating.
And
at the end, like, someone were like, wait, I need to look.
And yes, we were like,
look at it. Like, yes, pop it. Yes.
Absolutely. We spent like a good 15 minutes popping ass cheeks. But anyway.
It's a great workout.
After I was destroyed, both mentally and physically, and she had stolen my soul, I was like, let me pull this back into me now. So I sat down on the bench across the street from the tavern. You know, like, because I love trains.
Yes.
I could hear the trains. So I was sitting there listening to the trains, just kind of relaxing in my happy place. And she pulled up, he pulled up and parked and ran across the street. And I knew where he was going. Like,
he runs home every night.
Like, literally
runs. Yes.
Like, he got out the car and ran.
Flies
across a large street in Baltimore, because I don't want to say where she lives, but he ran across the street.
And runs through the entire building, and by the time he gets home, he's out of breath, because he's like, I'm home, I'm here, I need to see you.
I want somebody to be excited like that. Find somebody. You have on Laramie.
Shocking discovery.
Ooh,
it's
pretty.
It's pretty. Like, he's like, I don't know, it's blue.
I like it.
Jafari Beads. Shout out to Jafari Beads. I ran into him at a rehearsal when we did when Shy did a release party.
Okay.
He was at the Loft, and we was talking about, because we follow each other on Instagram, and he showed me some love.
I have a dildo made out of this stone.
See how left that went? Like,
oh my God, no, because
I have several dildos made out of different stones, depending on what I need to manifest.
I so want. I want a rose quartz, a Dalmatian jasper, and a black obsidian.
I have a black obsidian, a rose quartz, a jade, and a laramide. Because it depending on what I was trying to manifest at the time, and you know that sacral chakra is so strong. And I needed some shit to happen. And the best way to feed energy into a thought is through sex. So instead of going out and finding dick.
Right. Because you don't want to be, like I said earlier in my post today, you don't want to be a hoe with crystals and sage.
Right. Right. So I made love to myself.
Yes.
That's what I did.
Every day. 3 times.
Or more. You know, the vibrations be real.
If I can reach 3 a day, I'm good.
You're feeling good.
Yeah, that's before my husband comes home.
Right, because
I'm ready.
Yeah, you know the Scorpio life.
Oh, let's bring it back to when you saw my husband running home.
I'm looking for my name on the wall. Y'all do y'all thing.
It's not man. He's like, I'm looking for my name on the wall.
I'm like, I know I put my name on the wall because they got that.
So my husband. We were married in 2012, and again, our divorce never finalized, and so our separation occurred for a number of reasons that happen in marriage, right? Shit happens in marriage.
Yeah, shit happens. Look,
and
I got 2 ex-spouses.
Right.
So things happen.
No, I never stopped loving my husband.
You shouldn't. Right. I don't think you ever do. When you go as far as to marry someone, I don't think you ever do stop loving them. You may not want to share space with them, or you may not like them at the time. But I don't think it ever gets to a point where you stop loving them. Like, even there are people in my life I absolutely send love and protection to all the time, and I couldn't stand to be around them. But it didn't change. Like, love and like and being around people are not the same.
Right.
They are not the same.
And so when we separated, during our separation, that's when I found out that my now husband was transitioning from female to male.
Right. Because so
when I got
married,
married,
she got married, she was
my wife. And now is my husband.
Is now your husband.
Now he is my husband.
So,
and I just want to talk about that real quick.
Well, before we go into it.
Oh yeah, we gotta pay bills.
We gotta take a bill. we gotta pay bills.
I need water.
We need water. Go ahead, let's take this break. We'll be right back with Salacious Life.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show.
I'm just thankful this year I've dealt with, you know, some growing pains, and I've overcome some things, and I've also, you know, accomplished some things in the process. I've learned some things. Like, I've learned that, I learned that everybody loves your work until they got to pay for it. That's what I learned. That's what I learned. I learned everybody loves what you do.
About the pay?
I mean,
not always.
Listen, the Bible says money answereth all things.
Well,
okay, and there is a place. There is a place where finances is necessary. Yeah. And when you got kids and when you got a wife and then you doing everything and you know you top dog at what you do, especially when you weren't in the same place you, like with this radio show, you ain't in the same place you were a year ago. Should nobody be coming on the show and not donating to your show?
Can you say that on my show?
Yeah. Should nobody be coming to your show?
Can you say that in the middle of the live?
Yeah, make that a promo, please.
Should nobody come on this show without donating?
That is a nice commercial.
I don't care if it's $20.
Donate.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So we're going to get a little bit into the album with Miss Amira and learn the basis of it, the Banji soul of it all. So let us know, first of all, what is Banji soul?
Banji soul is basically just real. It's real soul. It's real. It's not cut down. It's not watered down. It's, you know, how as hot as it came off of my mind and my heart, that's what it is. And a lot of the times I get a little tangy, bangy, ratchet, whatever how you like to put it, classify it, but I like to say bangy, because I'm classy.
Bangy is a little classier.
It's a little classier. That's got your pinky up.
Right.
You got your pinky up with that.
Okay, we got to keep the bees, the bougie, the banji.
Yeah.
Right.
So she's created her own lane, Banji Soul. So let us know how that is covered in the album that released on the 9th of this month, right?
Yes. Well, I did it to a number of industry tracks, including like the Beatles Come Together, and I did a Lindsay Lohan joint. You remember the Confessions of a Broken Heart?
Okay.
And a lot of stuff I aimed to like change the theme that was originated, or just to. It was my therapy.
Okay.
It was my therapy.
So that's why this is a mixtape.
Yes.
Okay, because you did a lot of remakes. Okay, I got you.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to this week's Hump Day. That's a lot of clapping. Welcome back to this week's Hump Day Discourse. I appreciate the applause. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. We are discussing a transgender relationship. So I was talking here with my friend, and she was explaining to many people who have many questions about her relationship status, and as her friend, I did not feel comfortable sharing her information. I said if she wants to answer the questions about herself, by all means, please. But I wasn't going to divulge any information, and I didn't know it all to be divulging anything either. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's things I knew because I'm around you, but there were things that I didn't know because I hadn't asked. Because, frankly, I don't care. I just want you happy.
Right, it doesn't affect your life in any way.
It doesn't really. I just want you happy, so I really could give a fuck. So, but anyway, so we were talking about how when she got married in 2014, she married a woman. They have been separated until recently when they have decided they tried a poly relationship that didn't work out, so now they're just a couple. And her wife is now husband. Her husband, who was once her wife, has transitioned into a male.
Yes.
Got it. Did everybody else get that? If not, she says things so eloquently. We can have her say it in her own way.
So yes. So during the separation was when I learned that he was transitioning, and that this had been something that was weighing on him most of his life, and I really did not know.
So you got married, you didn't know that he yearned, he ached to be a male, or she ached to be a male at the time?
No. I knew that every now and then there would be like comments and stuff, but in a lesbian relationship, we make those comments all the time.
All
like,
the time.
I'll go hump something and be like, "That's my dick." You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
I'm there.
Right. And anyway, so I went in my mind. I'm like, I'm furniture whenever I feel like it. So we were still friends. We hadn't talked for quite a long time during the separation, but then he had reached out and wanted to be friends again, and I had learned about the transition last year. It was very difficult for me because I had to go through my own personal mourning. So I had to mourn.
Because I was gonna say, I mourn when relationships end, but a woman you loved no longer exists, and a new person is now standing in that place. Does that make any sense?
It does, to an extent.
Okay,
and I'll explain more. So that was my original thinking. My original thinking was, oh my God, my wife is no longer in existence. And I had to mourn the loss of my marriage and then mourn the loss of my wife. But then at the same time, it was like, but this person is still here. And it took a lot of soul searching and praying and writing and manifesting and really doing my own research and understanding, like, I was operating from a place of fear. I was fearful of a person in transition being someone I was married to. Like, what do I do with that? I don't know. I literally was blind to everything. And I was never against transgender people.
Right.
I just didn't know how to handle that in my own marriage, because there's no instruction manual. You know, no one was there to guide me, and it was kind of like a bomb that was thrown on me, and I had to process that on my own. And the person that I was with, it wasn't their responsibility to process that with me. It was for me. And after some time where I was like, okay, in my mind, the way I work as a Scorpio, I was like, well, she no longer exists. It's done. It's over. Move on.
Because that's what we do.
Right.
We close the door.
And it's done.
And it's done.
Because in my mind, I was like, my wife is gone. She is not here. And I have to deal with that loss. And so as we didn't speak again for a while, and then recently we started talking again, and talking to him on the phone, I could hear this voice change, but the same personality, the same beautiful person was shining through, but in the most authentic way. It was even more authentic than when he was
a woman,
living as a woman.
Hold that thought. We'll be right back, because I want to hear more about this authentic person you're now married to. We'll be right back with Salacious Life.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show. Now here's one little speech I'm going to give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, but fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I'm saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and Z, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point, Nate. Nate said, or you become numb to it, like you just don't care. So we need you to just continue to be in touch with what's going on, but educate your family, talk to your sons, talk to your daughters, because it's not just limited to men. We know from Sandra Bland, she was a young woman who was killed. And we don't want to say, we don't know all the details behind what happened. No, the fact is that person's life still matters. They still have rights. They should not just be killed dead before they even get a trial. Okay, that's the point. They deserve a trial at least, but they can't even make it to the jail cell to get a trial, to be tried. They're being killed even before arrest. Terrible. So that's my soapbox.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice Products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice Products today.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
My best friend. Shout out to Joy Carter. Shout out to Q. You are right. Self-love is the best love.
Hi, Joy Carter. Go, best friend.
Joy Carter we would be going to see Joy Carter, but Joy Carter is performing at the same time you are. So we're not going to be able to catch
I will be at Joy Carter's show on Sunday. I will be at the door. And then I'll be their friend that's like...
I'll go live so you can be at Joy's show and catch a little bit of... Because I know you would love to be at Sully's show. So we're going to have to make that happen for you. Anyway, we're back. Because I never said that. With this week's Hump Day Discourse, we were talking about this beautiful woman that had transitioned into a male that she was, my guest here, was finding out that she could still love. That she hadn't lost something because she was going through a period of mourning, which Scorpios tend to do. We close the door and then we mourn the loss. But she was finding out that she hadn't actually lost this person.
No, I actually gained a whole new person. And I had said before the break that now my husband is the authentic person that he was meant to be. He is the happiest I've ever seen him.
Look, the way he ran and skipped across that damn street, like, when I told you...
Stop blushing, I feel like he's getting ready.
Because he was so, like,
no, I feel it.
He had, like, this serious giddy up. Like, he opened a large can. He got out the car, like, he pulled up nice and easy, and he parked right on the end, right there by the train tracks. And I was sitting there. I mean, you know, he wouldn't know me to see me, but I knew who it was. But I was, like, on the phone, and I was indulging in my bad habits, and I was listening to the trains, and I was just kind of, like, just vibing a little bit. And, you know, I saw him pull up, and I was like, I know who that is. I was like, I know where he's going, right? And I mean, hotel. Like, his ass was on fire. And I said, yeah, but with the grin on his face, like, this was getting ready to go down. You know, like, I can't even say that it wasn't even, like, a sexual lust. It was just a very happy, heavenly place that he was in when he got out that car. I was like, damn. Like, either she is throwing it down, or this person is just really, really happy.
And he's throwing it down.
He's throwing
It's, you know, reciprocal.
Relationships should be reciprocal.
Yes.
I definitely agree with that. Relationships should be reciprocal. There should be a give and take.
Yes.
A push and pull. I had a guy describe to me what receiving head felt like. I asked this guy to describe it to me, and he laughed. But no, he gave me some description. But I was writing something, and I was trying, because I'm a female, I really have no clue what it feels like for a man to receive oral pleasure. And one guy that I knew said it's a push and a pull at the same time. He was like, as his penis made his way to the back of the throat, the tightness of the back of the throat with the sucking action of the middle, with the massage of the tongue in the front, he said there's this constant, almost competition on what part feels the best. And he was going on, and I was like, damn, like, can I get a dick just for that? Like, I just want to know, just one day.
You don't need a dick for that. You just, okay.
I mean, I know what the push and pull feels like, and I know the competition for what feels good.
Yeah. It should be damn good.
But you know you have a comment. What are you burning to ask?
I'm burning to ask nothing. Don't even worry about it. I'm sitting here listening.
He's listening. I can tell.
Yes.
He's like,
very,
wow. He's like learning.
Because that's who he is.
Yeah.
But
so in the transition, I've learned that my husband is still the same person on the inside. I look into my husband's eyes, and it's the same person that I saw the first day I met, who I fell in love with the first day I met. We literally fell in love the first day we met, and we never stopped. No matter what happened, we separated. We were even at a place where we were like, you know what, if you want to be with this person and this person doesn't want me as the polyamorous partner, I will let you go because I know you love this person.
Because your happiness was more important than the relationship. I've definitely been there, where I cared more about a person's happiness. I do it all the time with him. I gotta fall back all the time every time he gets a girlfriend, because his girlfriends don't like me, even though I'm no threat to their relationship. But his happiness is more important to me. I know that sounds crazy in our friendship, so I'll fall back so that he can pursue
right, because
the
your
relationship.
ego has to be removed, and you can't be selfish. And that's really hard for people who are used to being selfish and are used to being possessive, and you know what I mean.
And that's me, all day.
And I've learned not to operate that way over a long time. It's
Did you see that? He gave me the side eye.
He's
He
like,
gave
I
me
don't
two pairs of
know.
glasses. He gave me the side eye real bad. I saw the side eye through the side eye. Like, he literally.
So it's been a journey, and it's been a beautiful journey, and we're both very spiritual. He is a prophet in the church. He was dubbed a prophet at a very young age. I just call him psychic because he knows everything down to dates, and he knew we would get back together. He knew.
So he was very comfortable.
Yes, and he knew also that if I decided that we weren't going to be back together, he was going to accept that, because he'd rather see me happy than miserable. And so when we decided that we were going to be together, we also said that we were going to work on rebuilding things that we had lost during that time that we were apart. But it's also been very fluid. And
fluid is good.
Fluid is beautiful.
I love fluid.
And the transition has been... He's like, what kind of fluid are you talking about?
What kind of fluid are we talking about? What kind of fluid did you like? Do you like the fluid that comes out the ladies? Or do you like the fluid that comes out of you?
Oh. Hey.
Why did it sound like Beavis and Butthead, though? Didn't he?
My answer is inquiring minds would always like to know.
Would they?
Probably.
I'm sure. So the question really is he's selfish or not, because if he's selfish, he'll like the fluid that comes out of himself.
Right.
If he's not, he prefers
like
the fluid that comes out of her. He's a Gemini.
He's like, I am being real quiet. I'm just staying in the safe zone.
He's a Gemini.
That's what I say now.
So
he's like, I plead the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right. I plead the fifth. So yeah, so we are, okay, present day. So we are each other's absolute best friends. And I was also best friends with the other person too. Like I said, I love them both. My husband is my world. He's my everything, and
which a marriage should be.
Yes, and I get excited when he comes home, get sad when he leaves, and we are working towards.
She makes me want to get married again.
We're working towards the same goals that we had established when we first met, which is, you know, to continue to grow together in many different ways, and whatever that looks like, that's our business.
But because you are who you are,
yes.
you know, and you know,
like
right. People want to
know. Right. So I'm gonna get into old school bruja in a second.
Like people want to know,
but they'll, you know what I mean. Everyone gets what I give.
Nope.
I'll get into that.
She's gonna get into
so I mean, you get what I give, and I only give what the hell I feel like.
Cause that's
the real.
That's the reality of
right.
life. Like you get what
and
I give.
I mean, let me tell you. During the transition of my personal life, I really learned the true meaning of unconditional love from my village of sisters. Even people who I had just met would sit with me in the hospital and just pray with me, hang out with me. They threw unicorn parties. I mean, it was fucking amazing. I mean, not saying that being in the hospital was amazing,
but
it was the unconditional love was amazing and still
I think
is.
We've all spent our stints in the hospital.
Yes.
Me and you. So
and I am very grateful for that, because that's what I asked for. I asked for the restoration of unconditional love in my life.
And that's what happened.
That's exactly what happened. And in that, the people who never really were for me were removed. And
which is good.
Right. And
you had to make space.
Exactly, because that's what I asked for.
Make space.
But it also gave me a resilience that I didn't know I had. because my name was out there. People talking, you know, all kinds of smack because they didn't know me. They only knew what I gave them.
Right.
And those that continue to follow me, continue to be a part of my life, continue to come and get services from me, who are, oh my God, my clients are so dope. They know who I am, and they know what my intentions are. And I'm very honest with my clients. My clients come and they ask me, and I'm very real with them. And I tell them I'm a lover, and I love immensely. And I know today, if I were to tell my husband I want a certain thing in a way in our relationship, polyamory or whatever that looks like, he would be like, let's talk about it because I want you to be happy. And I know what you need. And I was like, I'm good where I'm at right now, honey. Because let's talk about that testosterone.
Oh, yeah.
So testosterone, when a woman takes testosterone for a transition, God bless testosterone and transition.
Oh, shit.
She sounded like she was about to start a poem.
Yes, she did.
It is the most amazing experience I have ever had in my life. Like, I want to have like an entire group blog, something that talks about sex with a trans person who is taking testosterone, because it is absolutely amazing. And I'm a hornball.
Sex with me is amazing. I know I have a song for everything, especially a Rihanna song.
But it works. It like totally works.
Well, testosterone is what makes sex with a man amazing,
right? But
because it makes them hornier than
right. But
typically with women.
A person who is transitioning doesn't ejaculate the way a man does, and it doesn't go flaccid. So it's
just nonstop.
So it becomes a metamorphosis of orgasms because you energetically are connected, physically connected, your bodies are connected. It is ridiculous, okay? And I had to have the 2-finger tap out. I was like, you're gonna have to get off this real quick because I need a break. I need to go soak in some water.
I need to go soak in some salt. That's a Scorpio for you. I need to go soak in some salt. It doesn't get soft. Wow. I did not know that. Wow. My mind is officially blown.
It's like it's nonstop. And it's amazing. It's lovely. And it's like whenever I need it, it's available.
And see, it's not like having sex with a strap on, which is artificial. Like there
still is a strap on.
Okay.
But it's very different in this capacity.
God.
It's a lot of mental, but also the sensitivity is heightened. And there's also different prosthetics that you can use that you would still feel.
Wow.
And it's... And I've had sex with men, obviously, because I have a kid.
Because you have a kid. You have a grown kid. Her daughter is absolutely beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
I met her today. I'm going to be Googling. Because I want to know the different.
Be careful with Google though, because
I just want to know the different prosthetics, and usually they'll just show me the whole.
I can
just
send you
send
links
me what I need to know,
because the internet will take you down the rabbit hole of transphobia, and I have no tolerance.
I don't want to be.
Yeah,
I don't want to be transphobic for it, because I just don't know. I don't have anything against it, one way or the other. It just wasn't my thing.
Right. See,
but I think it's a very personal.
I didn't know it was my thing either until the person I love was like, "This is me.
This is who I am."
And that's when it's like you have to tap into your higher power and be like, "God, tell me, what am I supposed to do? Where do I go with this? How do I handle this?" And being the person he is, and the support system he has, and the support system that I have,
wow.
It just all works beautifully together. And my daughter is extremely happy that her pop is back.
Yeah.
Because they love each other immensely.
I can imagine. Mm-hmm. I can definitely imagine that.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't even want to take this any further right now. I see that we've had a lot of new people join us. I really appreciate AJ's here with us. Matthew, Shanika. You guys hold on. We're going to take a quick break, and then we will be right back after I get my mind right. Alrighty. We'll be right back with Salacious Life with Dr. Wren. No, just...
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia. Or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice products today.
Be Exposed Radio.
Definitely not taking responsibility for other people's emotions and things that's going on, and owning up to who you are. I know that's what you were finishing on, so you can speak more on that, sister.
Yeah, just making sure, because at the end of the day, what happens to us, especially women, we're nurturers. So by life, we tend to want to, I call men projects, like fix-me-uppers, people that come with issues. And for some reason, people, we all have issues, but people who, want you to help them through their issues, So we take on projects because we get to the point to where we're like, okay, I just want to have somebody, as opposed to the quality of the person that you're getting. And then we start to own all of their issues, and we start to feel bad because things are not progressing the way that we want it to, and that's not fair to us. So we can't own somebody else's stuff. If somebody's not ready when you meet them, that's not your fault. That's theirs. It's their loss. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up? It's the man you all know and love, E. Digger, the host of the Charm City Direct Radio Show. Make sure you catch me and my crew every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
It's time for flashback.
Now, I'm not going to say all Aries don't know. But
it's just the one you had. That was just
a long one. But it's always something that you can
go ahead, Bliss. Can you recollect any signs that you might not get right?
October 15th or 16th. What is that?
And Libras.
See, I've had some good Libras and I had one really bad Libra, but he was white, so he f***ed his back anyway. So I don't.
Wait. Hold on, wait a minute. Demonstrate. You got to demonstrate the back.
No. Ain't no way.
Not the nerd. How they bust? But show how they bust.
And then want to cry afterwards. I mean, what the f is the point of the tears? I mean, I can see you shake, and shake it off real quick. But you crying? F out of here.
What was he crying for?
Cause baby, this pussy make that. You in? I got that good. Nasty bitch. The shame.
McLean's Couch every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
I did the blood shot, but I just don't trust it. I think we're back. You got us talking about some other things. So anyway, where were we?
I'm done talking about my husband. I love you, Bo.
Yeah, so the questions that needed to be answered, I think, were addressed. If anybody missed it, too bad for you. It's on YouTube. Go back and watch the show. She addressed the issue. Yes. Her husband is in transition. Yes. He was a she, and now he's not. Thank you.
Done.
End of story. She's in love, and we are all happy about that.
Amen.
So, speaking of something that is, we have a little bit of time before the show is over, and something that's more fun to talk about is it's almost Scorpio season.
Oh my God, yes.
It is almost Scorpio season.
I'm so ready.
You are joining us for the round table. We're going to have a round table in Salacious Life because this is a station full of Scorpios. We are dominating the industry today.
Yes.
No, but I have several that we're gonna get together. So I know AJ, you're not a Scorpio. Shanique, I know you're not a Scorpio. Matthew is a Scorpio. But we're gonna get together and we are going to answer
because we have the answers to the questions that people have. Because I think there's a lot of misconceptions about Scorpio. I don't want to divulge the information before Scorpio season because it takes away from the power of the Scorpio. Like, people aren't ready, and we are very, very interesting, powerful, intriguing people. So if you guys want that, that will be October 25th.
I think.
25th.
I think you said
I think it's 25th. I don't know. Check your calendars. It's the first. Wait, matter of fact, let me see if I can see up on the board. It's the. I can't tell. Nikki, what day is the Scorpio Roundtable? October 20 what? Look back at the calendar. It's the first Wednesday in Scorpio season.
Oh, it's October 26th.
26th? Is that Wednesday?
That's a Wednesday. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
No.
October 25th.
October 25th.
The 25th.
It is October 25th. AJ said, Aquarius over here. Hello, thank you. But you Scorpios are cool. I like y'all under the sheets most of the time. Everybody likes us under the sheets.
Yeah. They want to marry.
Hey, speak out on it. Scorpio season. Yes, Q. Because that's what we do. But we will be in here for Scorpio season. We are going to talk everything, not just Salacious, because on Salacious Life, we love life and we live unapologetically and we celebrate love. Like, it's not just about sex, even though sex is a big part of loving life and living unapologetically, and most of our shit tends to go in that direction, and I am a Scorpio and it is my show. So sex is a big part of it, but we are going to teach you about why sex is not the only part of being a Scorpio and why everybody finds us so intriguing and infectious is really the word. Why we're so infectious, because it's an interesting thing. You know, I tried to teach people about the traditional senses and then the super senses and why Scorpio is so intriguing because of the senses. But we're going to lay it down. Get your pens and pencils out. If you want a Scorpio, we're going to teach you how to get one. How to keep us happy.
Take notes.
Take notes.
Right.
Q says, speak on it. Scorpio season. I always feel Aries in the air. Right here, I love all the signs. I get it, Q. I mean, you should love all the signs. And Scorpio loves very completely and genuinely. So we do tend to love all the signs. We don't always get along with all the signs, but we love everyone. I know I can speak for us all, and I don't mind speaking for us all when I say we love everybody.
Scorpio authority.
The Scorpio authority. I mean, we are the strongest sign in the zodiac.
We are.
We are the strongest sign in the zodiac.
Resilient.
We are the water sign, the strongest water sign, and we embrace all the elements, which is cool. You know, and we are the phoenix. We are reborn of our ashes
over and over,
over again. So
speaking of ashes.
Speaking of ashes. He says this is record. I'm taking notes.
we was talking about protection.
Yeah.
And I was talking about the black salt that I made.
Yeah, because I need some protection.
So for those who don't know, I am old school bruja, oldschoolbruja.com, and I'm a bruja. I'm a witch of many different. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm a witch, y'all.
Right. That is what she does. Just so you know.
I do energy healing, card reading, I do spells, I remove entities from people and homes. I go into do house cleansing. I've literally changed people's lives every single day, and it's my life's purpose. And
it's not a bad thing. Like, we're not talking like, you know, the evil witch on Snow White. Like that's like a myth. People need to understand that those are myths.
Let's talk about that real quick, because witchcraft is not of the devil. The devil was created by Christianity, and the reason they did that was because one of the deities that were created in witchcraft was a horned deity or horned god, and it was to manifest a good hunt for the season because witches got to eat too. The whole village has to eat,
right?
And so
everybody got to eat,
right? And so the Christians who were trying to infiltrate the Wiccans were watching them doing their rituals and said, oh, they're worshiping a devil or Satan or whatever they wanted to call it at the time. In Wicca, we do not believe in the devil. There are devil worshippers who have taken the pentagram and created an evil thing. And that is with all religion. There are evil people. There are extremists. I will speak for myself. I am a witch and I work in light. However, I have worked in the dark. When I was in Yoruba, I was practicing Yoruba for many, many years. I became a Yoruba priestess at 27. My family practiced Yoruba. My family practiced witchcraft. My family practiced Catholicism, and I am baptized Christian.
There we go.
Amen.
So,
so I have the entire, I guess, spectrum of spirituality, and I choose to live my purpose, and that is to heal people and change lives, and that is tapping into the witchcraft, and that was passed down to me through generations, and it is who I am. It is every single part of my life. I get stronger every day. I see different people every single day, people I have never met. I touch strangers and heal them. Children, animals, it doesn't even matter, because that's what I was given as a gift from our divine creator. And whatever you want to call your divine creator, I say divine creator because I cover everyone.
Right, that's everybody. We need to take a break. We'll be right back with the divine creator. No, we'll be right back on Salacious Life.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Ladies, are you in need of the best quality hair extensions, a cute outfit, or that perfect pair of shades? Pink Ice Products can cover you from head to toe, from flawless weaves to apparel. Visit us online at pinkiceproducts.bigcartel.com. We're located at 3000 Old Alabama Road, 119-303, Alpharetta, Georgia, or give us a call at 470-488-6484. Come on in and check out Pink Ice Products today.
Check out this snippet from the new season of Talk Lately with Monty when he rants about his staff.
I agree. Can you come on? I told you stop touching that button. Why is it so loud? God. Did you turn one all the way up again? Do I have to come in there? God damn her. If it was going right, I would let you do your part, but I'm sorry, but it's just not functioning the way it's supposed to be. You're live on the air. I told you mind your business.
Well, Monty, if I can comment on the Jennifer Holiday situation, I can.
I know I'm live on the air. I'm sorry, 1 second. Okay. I know I'm live on the air. This is why this whole show is called Talk Lately. Anyway, let's get back to every Tuesday at 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So we're gonna get a little bit into the album with Miss Amira and learn the basis of it, the Banji soul of it all. So let us know, first of all, what is Banji soul?
Banji soul is basically just real. It's real soul. It's real. It's not cut down. It's not watered down. It's, how as hot as it came off of my mind and my heart. That's what it is. And a lot of the times I get a little tangy, tangy, banji, ratchet, whatever, how you like to put it, classify it, but I like to say banji, because I'm classy.
Banji is a little classier.
It's a little classier. That's got your pinky up. Right. You got your pinky up with that.
Okay, we got to keep the bees, the bougie, the banji.
Yeah.
Right. So she's created her own lane, Banji Soul. So let us know how that is covered in the album that released on the 9th of this month, right?
Yes.
Well, I did it to a number of industry tracks, including like the Beatles Come Together, and I did a Lindsay Lohan joint. You remember the Confessions of a Broken Heart?
Okay.
And a lot of stuff I aimed to like change the theme that was originated, or just to. It was my therapy.
Okay.
It was my therapy.
So that's why this is a mixtape.
Yes.
Okay, because you did a lot of remakes. Okay, I got you.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live. On Be Exposed Radio.
Please take it not.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
I mean, oh, we're back with Salacious Life with Dr. Wren and Sully with my homie, La Fuerza.
La Fuerza.
I can't say it. La Fuerza.
Fuerza.
I can't do it.
Sound
I'm
like a
not
gringo.
Hispanic, you know, like my original language is a derivative of Hebrew, not of Latin, so it's
different.
very different for me. So, but I get it, and it's still beautiful.
Thank you.
But I'm here with her, and I can spell it, and I can read it. I can read Hispanic very well. I just can't speak it. I just can't speak it. Like, I can read it and know what it says.
No hablo español.
Right. But, you know, it's okay. I'm okay. I speak 5 languages, so Spanish is not one of them. So, oh, wow.
I'll just help you out there.
Right. I have you for that. I'm like, okay, so I'm going here. You need to go because I need translation. Thank you in advance. No, I have someone invading my space. And I don't know who they are, but you know how you can just feel someone invading your space? So the reason why I asked you for some red brick dust, which I know is a little bit more voodoo than it is.
No.
Well, red brick dust?
We use red brick dust.
You do use red brick dust? I just know, like,
you see how everything
Africa,
is connected.
Yeah, it is. Because I know in Africa, like, you know, before we would use black salt, we would use red brick dust because, like, you know, you mix it with your urine and and it would, it puts up like a wall.
It's an actual wall.
Actual wall. You get a 100-year-old brick, you get the brick dust, you know, but to make red brick dust, you know, it's a process to make red brick dust, and I asked you if you had any because I really just didn't want to wait a week because it takes a week to make it, you know, and I was just like, I could make it myself, but it takes a week, and I want this person, whoever this person is, trying to invade my space away from me yesterday. Like I'm impatient. I am spoiled and impatient. Everyone, but people who love me can usually see past those flaws.
I have the black salt that I make, and you can have it.
Okay.
I make tons of
it. I would feel better.
And I'll put my magic on it for you.
Speaking of AJ, so AJ just said, I need you to write me a spell. AJ just walked in. She's back there, so I guess you will see AJ when we come out. AJ is a very talented dancer, and
I don't think so.
Oh, that's AJ. So that's AJ that just wrote, I need you to write me a spell. So
yes.
Who did you piss off?
So I've had like such bad luck lately. I'm thinking that I must have pissed off somebody.
But you might just be out of balance.
Maybe.
You should probably just come to like meditation.
Or just get a healing touch session. If you just do a one-on-one, then I can find out what's going on. But I can tell you right now, you don't have roots on you.
Oh, is that okay? Well, that's good.
I'm just looking at you. You don't have roots on you.
If I've had a lot of bad luck. She'll have to tell you. We'll have to tell you about it later.
Yeah. We'll talk about that. But you're not rooted.
Well, that's good.
But you're also not grounded. So we need to get you balanced and aligned, and then do a clearing and figure out exactly what is going on.
Everybody.
I can see it, but I'm not going to just put it on the radio.
See, I mean, it definitely happens. Like, you know, like I told you, my son decided he needed to focus on his root chakra because he needed to protect himself. That's what he said. And he said he didn't feel grounded. And I think that's just because of all the transition in his life. And I told him, Mommy can't do this for you. Like, this is a thing you have to do for yourself. So
he's been doing it himself. I can visibly see the difference of him becoming more in touch and more protected, and like you said, learning how to block the shots. You know, because they're coming at him from every direction. He's young. That's what happens when we're young.
Right.
The reason why we act like assholes when we're grown-ups is because we take so many hits when we're kids and we don't know how to block it.
Exactly.
So.
And it
That's the best
translates
way I
into
can
all
say it.
our relationships.
Oh my gosh.
Business,
you
personal,
know, remember
intimate.
I said, you know, try so hard not to carry the negative and the bad energy from one relationship to the next. Like, I'm not saying don't learn from your past relationships, but don't carry the weight. Don't impose somebody else's, you know, bad behavior on your new partner.
If you're doing that, then you never truly healed from your past.
Which means you didn't
But
take
most
the time to
people
reflect.
don't, because you don't know how.
Right.
So it's, you can't. Most people just don't. They don't know how to.
They don't take time.
Things.
Like so many women
Jump
are
in.
too scared to be alone. They don't take the time to heal and reflect and to ground themselves and become whole before they move to the next. So they're missing pieces that, you know, chunks of them that's been, you know, forcibly removed from the relationship prior, and
they'll continue to repeat the cycle. They'll continue to date the same person in a different bag of skin. That's all it is. And then they'll go through it over and over and over again until they learn the lesson. And it's because the growth work has to be done, because in order to break the cycle, you have to put the mirror up to your face, look at your own shit, own it, understand you're not going to like all the things about yourself. You're not going to like all the things that you've done.
And your shit does stink.
Right.
Like, you have
All
issues.
of us
We
have
all
shit.
do it. Like,
That's
we
what,
all
it's,
shit.
it's what bugs me out is like people talked so much shit when I went through my transition that was so public. And I'm like, but you have so much shit, and I will not jeopardize my name and my character by exposing your shit.
Right.
Because I know it. And if you try to lie to me, that's even worse, because I'm a bruja. All I got to do is look at you.
Right.
And just expose your shit. Just
I
stop.
don't understand. I just don't understand.
I hate that shit. It's like, go look in the mirror first before you try to look at me. And number one, I operate from a place of love all the time. Because
Everything I
the
do.
first rule in Wicca and any witchcraft or brujeria, whatever it is that you want to call it, is you don't harm anyone and you don't harm yourself. And you put
isn't
God
that,
first.
Right. So with that being said, because everybody who has so many issues with Wicca or what have you, like, it's so parallel. At the end of the day, basically all of our religions, most of our religions, are saying, you know, 3 or 4 basic things. Be good. Be honest. Don't kill anybody.
Right.
And don't steal from each other. You know, don't covet what doesn't belong to you. It's that simple, people.
Right.
Move through life in an honorable way. Do everything in benevolence. Like, it's just that simple.
Right.
Don't intentionally hurt anyone. Ever. And we're good.
Right. But then that's when you have those oppressive beliefs and those rules in religion that make people feel like, oh, you're not following the rule of the Bible or the Quran or the Torah. You're not of God. You're evil. You're this, and that. And I'm like, you're actually the evil one because you're judging me. Doesn't your God say, do not judge?
Do not
Thou
judge.
shalt not judge.
Judgment is mine. Isn't that what it says in the Bible? Because I read it one time.
Right.
One
time at band camp,
long
I
time
read the
ago.
Bible.
Well, I'm not Christian. I'm not Christian.
I'm a very
so
bad Catholic. I only follow one really good rule. I never ask for permission, only forgiveness.
Right.
It just is what it is.
That is what it is.
But, like, I mean, I'm not Christian. Like, everybody knows I'm not Christian. But I did, because I did not want to force a religion upon my son. I tried to study as much as I could about a lot so that I could kind of say, God will lead you in whatever the right path is for you.
Let me tell you how
and
my...
be able to talk to him about it a little bit, even if it wasn't my path.
Let me tell you what my mother did with me, and may she rest in peace. My mother, she was like, you can practice whatever religion you like, as long as you're not hurting anybody or hurting yourself. She said, you know, your path to God can be many different ways. Whatever you choose is up to you. But I'm going to teach you the way our family learned. But you won't be oppressed the way I was oppressed, meaning my mother was oppressed.
Yeah, and she was forced to learn.
Right. And it was also like these really harsh rules that were imposed upon her. Like, you can't leave the house until you get married. If you don't leave the house a virgin, you know, you're disowned. Like, these horrible things. And she taught me those things, and she was like, all that shit is bullshit. This is what it is. And my mother was super real, super raw, and funny as shit. And she taught me all the ways of Yoruba, of magic, brujeria, whatever you want to call it. It all came down through our generations. And she was like, at the end of the day, you just always put God first, your creator, whatever you want to call him or her, that is who you put first, because that's who you're connected to. That's who created you.
You know, where I'm from, your religion isn't something you practice. It's your ethnicity, right? We all look alike.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So what would separate us, if that makes any sense? Like, you know how here we're white, we're black, we're Hispanic, or we're mixtures of
Christian,
them all.
Baptist,
you know,
Catholic,
right? But like, we practice Christianity, or we practice Islam, or we practice, you know, like Judaism. Like, you know, that's how Americans are. So for me, it's very hard, because I'm like, so who are you? You know, like, not what do you do, but who are you? Like, I'm Salacious, that's who I am. It's not what I do, if that makes any sense.
It does make sense, because my practice is who I am.
It's who you are.
Part of
like, I can practice Christianity all I want to, but that's still not who I am. You know, like, our holy book would be very closely related to the Torah. You know, except it's written in all Hebrew, and it's never been translated, because it can't be translated into English, because Hebrew cannot be directly translated into English. So you just need to learn how to read Hebrew. Right. And that's really how it is. But you know, I read it, and it's simple. It's the same stories. It's the same stories. Learn to be honest.
It's
trust
all the
yourself,
same
be
stories
brave,
with different names.
Different names. Be brave. Trust yourself. You know, put God first. You know, don't lie. Don't cheat. Don't steal. Don't kill. Like, it's the same stuff. So I said to my son, I was like, I don't care what you do. Don't lie. Don't cheat. Don't kill anyone. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt anybody else. And don't steal. You know, because it's not just about stealing something. You can steal space. You can steal energy. Like, that's not yours to have.
Right.
You know, I have to be careful about that. I steal energy. Not on purpose, but I can. I know I have that capacity. I've done it. I've drained. I mean, I'm like a succubus. I drain people dry if I allow myself to just be that person. You know, like, my grandmother pointed out to me as a teenager. She was like, watch that, because you don't mean to do it, but you can, and so be careful. So and that was my whole, don't steal, because that's not my energy to take. Now, if you give it to me,
that's different.
That's different. So like Deep Throat Saturday, you gave me the right to steal your soul. So I did, and now it's mine.
Right.
If you want it back, you earn it back.
Right.
You know.
Amen.
Shout out to T-Von of Intrigue Elite. I see you, girl. Hey. She just tuned in. But no, honestly, you know, like, I do have to be careful, you know, because, like, it is real. Like, I do know that I have, like, I am infectious, like, really infectious, you know.
There are a lot of people who walk around and don't realize that they are, I'm not calling you an energy vampire, but because you don't do that to me. But
you can.
It's
because I'm conscious of it. I have.
But there are people who are walking around energy vampires because they're not healed, and they're seeking. And most of the people that are seeking are those people who are super religious, who are, you know, devout Christians, who are Bible toters or Muslims, and those are the people who are at my door. I have people, and it's confidential. You come to me, I ain't gonna say your name or nothing like that, but do know that people who are seeking wind up at my door because they know that there's something more.
Right.
And I just give them what I was taught, and they do see the transformation in their life. They do see themselves open up. They start seeing that they have the power that, you know, they talk about Jesus in the Bible. He had the power to heal, the power to change things. we have the same power. It's just tapping into it. Everyone says God lives inside of us. You have the power to manifest and heal. You have the power to change your life around with the simple words and affirmations and meditations and prayer. And I laugh when people say, oh my God, but you know, they get scared immediately. I had someone come and try to test me and say, you know, when you were sick, I didn't pray for you because you're a bruja. And I was like, that was the worst thing you done said to a bruja, because what you just did was created a bad karmic loop, honey, and I can't help you.
Right.
Because whatever happens to you, that's
and
on you.
You know what's funny? So I wasn't feeling well when you were sick. I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't as ill, but I was ill. But I did pray for you. And I did everything that I had, what little I had, because I was ill myself. I sent your way because I thought to myself, we must live. Mm-hmm. If that makes any sense. I thought to myself, we must live. And I was like, in healing her, I healed us all.
Right.
Was the way I was, and I felt drawn to it. I was like, I need her to know we can do this. I've been fighting this for 35 years. We can do this, even if we do this together, even though she's sitting in a hospital bed and I'm laying in my bed. Either way, neither one of us is getting up right now.
And we're going to do this.
And we're going to do this.
Heal today.
We're going to heal today. And so I'm sending her messages like, girl, keep smiling. No, we can do this. Yep,
and
we've been doing this.
Funny, I still, till this day, since I was in the hospital, I get messages every day in my inbox of people who are like, I'm watching you and like you're inspirational to me and like I'm so glad you're doing so much better. Like I can't believe you're doing so great. Like I'm back at dancing again. And they're like, wait a second, you were in a walker
like a month ago. Right. Remember, I rode past you, and I was like, I saw you, but you had your walker, and I couldn't stop because I had a big butt up from tennis practice. It was like July. Absolutely. We need to take a break. We'll be right back with Salacious Life.
I know the weight is killing you. Suspense is building. All this stuff in the news keeps happening, and I'm not even here to talk about it. But look. On May 17th at 7 p.m., Talk Lately with me, Marnie, is back. We can get into the gossip, all the entertainment news, the politics, everything. It's open to interpretation, but I'm going to put a spin on it with my flair of funny. And it all goes down right here on BeExposedRadio.com, and we on YouTube. So get ready. You should already be ready. But when I smoked weed, there was a D on that. When I smoked weed, my inhibitions actually weren't wild. Like I wasn't like, oh, I want to go fly on a kite or jump off this roof or something like that. No, it was quite the opposite. I was very laid back. I actually wanted to eat all the time. Gosh, and I never would get full. And I got sleepy. So I never wanted to go out and do something wrong, like break windows, drive under the influence. Definitely not drive under the influence. Because I wanted to go to sleep like very badly. Like, high sleep is the best sleep ever. Gosh. Irresponsible child abusers are going to have free access. That's not the truth, because if they do legalize it, they're going to probably put the same stipulations they do for cigarettes. Now, if you are under 18 and you wind up getting a pack of cigarettes, then that's what happens. I had a pack of cigarettes before I was 18. So what? Because they was, cigarettes was in a machine that, it wasn't nobody standing there. Right. You just pull a little knob and get your little pack of Newports and you go about your business. Now they're not. Now they're behind the counter. So now you have to ask the old person that doesn't have any money, standing outside asking you for $1. I'll give you $1 if you go get me some cigarettes. He will more than likely do it. He'll be like, how old are you? Does it matter, homeless? That's what they say to him. But if it was me, though, that's what they say to him. But if it was me, I'd have been like, can you go get me this pack of cigarettes? And he would be like, well, how old are you? Homeless. One word. That's it. You go get the damn cigarettes and you get this dollar. No, I'm just playing. 2 Chainz Gamely.
The all-new season of Talk Lately, Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back. It is our last segment. AJ Cold Diva did join us in the studio really quick because she just wanted to.
I'm sorry, I was coming forward.
She just wanted to, get a little bit of this energy, and I get it because what we got going on here.
Yes.
This whole studio.
I actually enjoy coming here. I hate when I miss it. It drives me crazy.
Everybody loves Dr. Wren. Yeah. But I am not an energy vampire anymore. I'm very careful about that. No, you have to know your flaws. You have to know your strengths. I do a lot of reflection, and I learn from any mistakes I make. Is he out there doing her hair?
It really is.
He is really doing her hair. Yes.
Smash those edges.
I know that's right. Go ahead, Kenny. Yes, we are watching you.
I don't know what's happening right now. Please,
Kenny is out there in the engineering studio doing his lady's hair while he massages her neck and licks on her ear. See, that's how a husband treats a wife.
Yes. And hauls ass as soon as they get out of the car.
Hauls ass when they get out the car. Her husband hauls ass. Like, I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. No, he hauled ass. It's a big street. I mean, we're talking 4, 5, 6 lanes across, plus a medium in the middle.
Plus running through the building.
Like
elevators and everything.
To her.
To get to me.
I watched him pull up dead in front of me, jump out the car like the world was not there, and hauled ass like he had just caught a football and he was running for the touchdown. Like, when I tell you some real shit, that's what I saw. I saw it with my own 2 eyes, and I was just like this. And then I saw later on y'all had went to have dinner and drinks and stuff at the Tab House. I was like, oh yeah.
I love it.
It was like, as soon as he comes through the door, I'm like, at the door, we're like this.
Yeah. You had me doing that in dance class the other day. This girl had me dancing hard. I was in there sweating. Oh,
dripping. My eye drips.
Yeah, that's what I was coming from. That one day I was all sweaty. Yeah, it was her. She did that to me.
You teach dance class at the same time I teach dance class.
Oh.
Yeah. One or the other.
I'm gonna be having it more often.
But I did enjoy it. It was nice to just move again. I had given up on my love for dance because, my illness had basically torn it away from me. But it was nice to go in there and notice that I'm not completely without strength, and I still had a lot of flexibility. Hint, hint. Whoever decides to end up with me, I got a lot of flexibility. She can attest to that. No, I'm just playing. No, but I'll
take pictures next time.
I was way more flexible than I thought I was going to be. Like, and it naturally. I wasn't pushing really hard because I didn't know this routine yet. So I was marking a lot of work, but I was still the knees were still up.
Yep.
Things were still.
You put your legs over your head pretty easily.
Yeah, I do put my legs over my head.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. And you isolated very well. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. So those abs weren't completely weak there.
Nope. Nice strong abs.
Strong abs. And when we was riding.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't wait to jump.
My rehearsals be on total
on
triple X.
Triple X.
Because I get the studio to myself all the time now, right? So I can go upstairs anytime, 24 hours a day, and just use the studio, and I'll just put the music on and just go ham.
Okay, so I need to come in the studio.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring my equipment though.
She gonna bring her pole. We gonna have a good time.
No problem. I'm so ready. I haven't done stripper pole in a long.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be too much fun.
Okay.
I'm coming. I'm gonna
got
you.
I
did pay my bills one time.
I need to wrap up the show, guys. This has been an amazing and enlightening show. If anybody missed it, it will be on YouTube, or of course you can go back on Facebook and watch it later. But thank you everybody who joined tonight on the live feed. You know, we really appreciate all your feedback. I'm going to call it a night. So, as I always say, love life, be brave, and live unapologetically. That's Salacious Life for tonight. We'll see you next Wednesday for the Hump Day Discourse. Good night, all.
Hey, what's up, good people? It's the man you all know and love, E Digger. Make sure you check us out every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com. Couple minutes left in the segment. Sure. Change is good. Yes. Knowing when to make that change in your life. And I think it's important.